Good morning, Tarot Oracle Rooms. So, guys, it's a little after 4 o'clock. Um, all the noise, if you can hear it in the background, we have here where I'm at in California, we get these wind blowing mini hurricane with no rain, no wind, where the winds kick up. And I've been up since 1 o'clock because I can't sleep because the wind is, right now it's died down a second. But my whole camper is like, I mean, this is my home, right? And we're doing this shaking crap. And it's just been unbelievable. The cats are like really peaceful, unfazed, while I'm going, okay, I need to sleep. I have readings to do. I have people depending on me. I have to have other people depending on me in other areas. And I'm like, today's going to be a stay home day and do nothing but maybe focus on seeing what messages are coming in, journaling. Because if it does like this all day long, I mean, I have to get my beauty rest, you know? So we've got the spirit candle going. I'm drinking some espresso this morning. And me and a friend, we're going to start doing some gardening and grow some vegetables and some herbs and stuff. And I left my pots out there, my planting pots in a big tub. And they're probably from one end of the park to the other. And then about 2 o'clock in the morning when I got up the first time, I actually looked out and somebody was walking their dog. And I'm like, oh, it's probably some of the local older people that don't sleep. It was somebody obviously heavier than me because my butt goes out there and I'm going to be being knocked flat on the ground. So somebody was out there walking a dog. I'm like, and I think I know who it was. I'm like, really? So now you can't hear it. It's died down. But it was something else, let me tell you. And it's probably going to be like this. I don't know, it's been going on now for like 3 hours, and I finally gave up. I would try to go back to bed 3 times. So I was sitting here, and I've got a reading coming up this morning. So I think I'm going to get coffeeed up, get some water in me, get dressed for the day, do something with my face. Is anybody else where they're at having too much, what was too much weather, too much, TUMOUL, you know, where the weather's just doing some kind of weird shit? Guys, I do look at this like winds of change because we've had quite a few different things go on in our small community here. And it feels like this wind is blowing out all the negativity. I don't know if it's still going to happen or not. Me and a friend plan to go up one of the roads I used to go up when I used to live away from, when Daniel lived on the other side of the mountain, and we'd go up the mountain and I would get messages from the trees. And I told my friend, I said I'm gonna put another backing on my phone so I can put it on my stand that's on my air conditioner, you know, one of them phone holders. And I told her, I said, we're gonna get in my car and we're gonna just go through the mountain and I'm gonna channel and see what comes in. I told her I wanted her to be a part of that, see how I make it to meet her. She's also pagan minded and has given me quite a few little different gifties. I've given her a few little gifties and we're going to plant a garden together. There's actually 3 of us women over here that want to do some gardening. But with these kind of winds, we can't even start seeds. And with cats, both of me and her both. Actually, one of them has a dog. I've got my 2 cats. My friend Faye over here has 3 little dogs and a couple of cats. And she rescues. She's an animal rescuer. Very in touch with, matter of fact, she said, I've been known to go over and literally take somebody's dog who's abusive to it. And she says, I dare them to take me to court. She says, because I'll have pictures, I'll have all my information. So I might get her in touch with one of my friends in Mississippi, Star Goddess. I'm not going to say her name. She said, we're talking about doing something together. And she said I could say her name then, but I'm going to call her Star Goddess for now. But they're both extremely in touch with animals' emotions. They both have like psychic abilities where animals are concerned. So I am on my, while I'm on my path and sharing my journey with y'all and doing readings for you and trying to guide you and guiding myself as well, because this is my journey as well. I feel like we're all sharing our journey together. I am meeting all kind of people over time towards this last quarter of my life, where I am meeting animal guides in human form. I am meeting people that talk to trees, talk to birds. And I'm like, I always thought I was an oddball, an odd duck for that. But there's so many more of you out there. There's so many more of you out there that really do connect to nature, connect in non-traditional, non-speaking ways with the universe around you. And I want to explore that a little bit more as we go into the future. I also recently found where I've been getting information about remote viewers, but not the typical kind where they talk about objects and stuff. There are several different kinds of remote viewers. There's a lady that does have there's a couple of people that do have channels on YouTube that do remote viewing, but they're like me. Which I'm so happy to find that out. They actually get places and see things, events and stuff. Like, I know when I was doing my readings last year, I kept getting this 1 foot in, 1 foot out character. And something about Portland, Oregon, which is sometime in the future. That's where I want to go. I actually want to go to the homeless camps over there because I have the feeling I'm going to meet some people that I've already seen, you know? So, and then, like I was telling y'all yesterday in a reading, I actually was sitting here at this very table and was seeing a timeline of 2 different times where I was literally at my mom's and then at my old house and then here. And they were just trying to point some out to me, so I kind of slipped back into time. And actually the whole feeling of my mom's house and my old house, I mean, they happened, one happened, then the other happened, and then I was like sitting here going, I mean, I was literally, in my mind, I was there, literally there. And even the energy shifted and changed around me. So, to me, that was literally, I kind of jumped back a couple of time periods. Those aren't time periods where I literally felt I was there at that moment. And I know one time when I had one of those where I literally was seeing my backyard, my old backyard in Mississippi. The angels came in, or my guides, my spiritual crew came in, they said, oh no, you were there. So I'm like, well, if I was there then what happened when I was sitting here and those 2 things aligned, right? So there's other people like that, like me out there, that have gifts, and I'm going to have to explore those more and build those gifts up, because I feel like the remote viewing and the going back to the different time periods and maybe even seeing, because the future's not here yet, right? But time is not linear. Time is not linear. Baba Jolie on her channel said something one time where and I've talked about that before. I'm not going to go into it again. But yeah, people, time is not linear. We just see it linear because we go to sleep, we get up. We go to sleep, we get up, right? So there's so many things I want to explore. It's hard to stay focused on it because I am ADHD. Thank you to all of you that have stuck with me. And know that I ramble, but also find meaning in the rambling. I appreciate and love all of you so very much. Every time somebody mentions something that resonates with me, I always send y'all a kiss. I always, try to let y'all know that I'm listening as well. So there's so much I want to explore. It's hard to stay focused on just one thing because I love all the different things I'm exploring and finding out about myself. What about you? What are you finding out about yourself? Are you finding out that you have an affinity for animals? Are you finding out that you're okay, so they're telling me somebody is tuning into a certain frequency. I don't even have cards in front of me, guys. Someone who comes across this message, which is just a general, what's going on with the weather right now. Hear it? Do you hear it? Because we have a tarp over the camper because I have a leak in my roof. Do you hear that? It's fucking wild. So, somebody, though, hears a certain frequency that you tune into. Now, they're not telling me what it is for you, but when you hear this frequency, you get a different kind of message, like from space. Who gets messages from space? Or maybe from, because I got a message yesterday too about the Arcturians. I'm going to have to do some research on them. Does somebody get messages from the Arcturians? I don't know a lot about starseeds. I haven't looked up all the different planets and all the different things. I do know Kyle Gray's deck, the portals, really expands me every time I step into the energy of the cards. But somebody out there, it's like I'm seeing these like energy waves, and somebody goes, "Oh, this one right here is mine. You're like a tracker. You follow it. You actually move around a lot, or you have over your lifetime, and you follow it, and it's led you to some really interesting places." That's for somebody. That's a confirmation for somebody. And I wasn't even doing, guys, since me and my boyfriend separated, when we were still together, but we're not together. Since I'm now back alone in my camper, it's like my guides have rallied around me. And messages are becoming more concrete, more fluid. And they're saying, at least for the next couple of years, I really just need to be by myself. I really need to focus on what they want me to let you know. And more of you are going to open up and be on the same wavelength as me as well. Alright, guys. I didn't mean this to turn into a long-ass video, because I didn't pull no cards or nothing. I do have some readings coming this morning. I'm drinking my espresso, because I can't... Yes, we hear you. Alright, guys. Yeah, this is just one of those little... Hello. So, love to everybody.